Hello and welcome to Connecting Movies, a series of videos about movies and what they have in common. Connect these movies for me: Annie Hall, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, Wayne's World, and Fight Club. Annie Hall is what you would call a romantic comedy, if the term wouldn't conjure images of predictable boy meets girl stories. Woody Allen, who also directed and co-wrote the film, plays Elvis Singer, an intellectual, pessimistic comedian, undoubtedly based on Allen himself.
Yeah, my Grammy.
What are you kidding? What'd you do, grow up in a Norman Rockwell painting?
Alvy falls in love with Annie Hall, a timid but lively woman played by Diane Keaton. He tries to educate her by exposing her to books and movies he likes, which only partially achieves what he wants to. The movie shines the most when it breaks conventions by having characters step out of the scene and talk to each other as if the reality of the story no longer affected them.
Don't go any further. With your wife in bed, does she need some kind of artificial stimulation like marijuana?
We use a large vibrating egg.
Annie Hall is one of my favorite movies, an easy 10 out of 10. However, its dry, sarcastic humor is probably not everybody's cup of tea, so I can recommend it only to people with an at least slightly cynical attitude. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is probably one of the most famous teenie comedies of the 80s. Matthew Broderick plays high school senior Ferris Bueller, who decides to take a day off from school by feigning an illness. By using clever psychology and some technical tricks, he manipulates his parents and all the people he meets into doing exactly what he wants. We follow Ferris as he takes his girlfriend Sloane and his best friend Cameron along on a day of enjoying themselves, while the vindictive but not too clever Dean Rooney is on their tracks.
Ferris Bueller is he gives good kids bad ideas.
The movie evokes many fond memories of people in my generation. Its cocky style of humor and power fantasy story are best suited for teenagers. As for me, I perceive it more average, a 6 out of 10. Starting in 1988, Saturday Night Live featured a series of sketches titled Wayne's World, featuring Mike Myers and Dana Carvey. In 1992, the series was turned into a movie. The main characters are Wayne and Garth, two enthusiastic but lazy metal fans who produce a crazy TV show in Wayne's parents' basement. An ambitious, egotistic TV executive sees potential in their show and persuades them to work for him. Their sudden success not only threatens their friendship, but also Wayne's relationship to his new girlfriend Cassandra. Wayne's World's humor is deliberately immature, but it also pokes fun at the music and media business. The Bohemian Rhapsody scene always cracks me up. For its anarchistic humor and overall entertainment value, I rate Wayne's World a 7 out of 10. A must-see for fans of 80s and 90s rock music. Fight Club is a 1999 thriller based on a novel by Chuck Palahniuk. Edward Norton plays an insomniac who finds relief by attending self-help groups for terminally ill people. The story takes a turn when he meets charismatic and mischievous Tyler Durden, played by Brad Pitt. Together they form an underground fight club, which Tyler slowly turns into a terror organization. This movie caters to middle-class, office-working men and teases them with questions about what is important in their life. As it happens, I fit the mold perfectly. Fight Club is a 9 out of 10 for me. The best part of the movie is the end, but the less I talk about it, the better. Pun intended.
The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club.
And the connection is talking to the audience. In all kinds of media, there's an imaginary wall called the fourth wall, through which the audience observes the story. If characters face the audience and talk to them, they break the fourth wall. In Annie Hall, characters often step out of the scene, but sometimes they even include the audience in their dialogues.
What do you do when you get stuck on a movie line with a guy like this behind you?
Wait a minute, why can't I
It's just
give my
maddening.
opinion? This is a free country.
In Ferris Bueller's Day Off and in Wayne's World, facing the audience replaces the traditional method of voiceover. When Brad Pitt addresses the audience in Fight Club, we literally see the fourth wall break.
You were the all-singing, all-dancing crap of the world.
Other examples of this technique can be found in High Fidelity, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Amélie, sorry I don't speak French, and horror. If you can think of more, please leave a comment. Thank you for watching this episode, and I hope you had fun connecting movies.